Hustlers is a new film that you have with J-Lo.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story, which was this really amazing magazine article that went viral about, was it Scores? Was the strip club in New York? Mm-hmm. Where these women were roofing men and then stealing their credit card and charging all kinds of charges. And they had sort of this ring going. And what's really interesting about this film is that it's not played for the extremes as much as it is for the humanity of it. And there's not this goal to have
hero villain. Yeah, there isn't.
But
everybody's complex. This movie does not villainize somebody who it's very easy to villainize, which is Wall Street. I mean, villainizes them to a point, but then there's like some people who really were affected by this, right?
Right.
If I were to play one of those Wall Street guys, I would actually take the time to understand why these guys are such assholes. And when you do that, you understand that, like, just like I think that my self-worth is determined by whether I'm pretty or a good enough actress or have a job, men are told almost every day that their self-worth is determined by the size of their bank accounts. So in a way, they are victims too, but it still is, from the human standpoint, it's still something that's that you could understand where it comes from and doesn't villainize the men. It just calls to our attention the fact that we value women based on their looks and men on their bank accounts. And the fact that both parties, both genders in this movie are exploiting a system that has been put upon them. And there's no like fault, it's just a way to think about things.
Right, well, it certainly makes you look at the whole industry in a different way.
Yeah.
And one of the things I found most interesting was that your relationship with Jennifer Lopez's character, Mona, is almost mother-daughter.
Yeah, I love that you got that. That's what I was going for.
Well, it completely comes across in the sense that you want her approval so bad, and you want her permission, and you want to know what she thinks of you. And in terms of process, like as you say, you wanted that to come across, this mother-daughter relationship, and it clearly did. And I don't think it did because it was written in the script. I think it did because of the internal life that you created for this character, and that was transferred to me.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, but
we built that into Destiny's story. That's what we do, is like we build a history, like memories as specific as, oh my God, when I was in 8th grade, I really wanted to get this pair of Vans, and so I saved up all my money and I went to the store, but then I didn't think about the tax. And so then I couldn't get them, and then I was really embarrassed because I didn't have enough money at the counter. And like, of course, that's not in the script, but you make up these little stories so you have them in your bones, and you sort of build a mountain of them, and then you ski down the mountain. We know when something works when it drops in, when it clicks inside. And usually if you have that twinge inside, it means that your heart has an emotional history in this same landscape. And that's always a good thing, because then you can access it. It doesn't mean you have to think of your own private memory of something. It just means that this is a place that you have been through before, and that you have gotten through, and that you understand. So if you know you've gotten through it, it's almost safer to go there in somebody else's place.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.